All right, let's get into it. Today, we are breaking down Dr. Jen Gunter's fantastic book, Blood. And her mission? Well, it's actually pretty simple: to arm everyone who menstruates with the one weapon that can just slice through centuries of shame and misinformation. And that weapon is scientific truth.
And she kicks things off by grounding us in this experience that is just so deeply familiar, a feeling so many of us know all too well. Picture it. You're standing in a checkout line. As you grip that box of tampons, feeling the weight of societal judgment. Ugh. It's that quiet, subtle shame, right? The one that's defined this whole conversation for a way, way too long.
And that feeling, that judgment, well, that's really at the heart of the problem Dr. Gunter just tackles head on. We're talking about the stigma, the silence, the absolute mountain of myths that surround menstruation. And listen, this isn't just about feeling a little awkward buying tampons. No, it's way bigger than that. It's a huge cultural barrier that literally stops us from having open, healthy, and sometimes life-saving conversations.
But what if we could just flip that script entirely? That's what Dr. Gunter's book offers. It's this incredibly powerful alternative. The big question is, what if we replaced all that shame with science? Right? What if instead of looking away, we actually leaned in and looked closer at the amazing biology that's at work here?
And hey, that's exactly where we're going next. Let's really dig into the amazing science of your body and actually understand the menstrual cycle. And I promise, this isn't just some boring biology class trivia. No, this is all about reclaiming the narrative.
Okay, so where does this whole thing even start? Well, probably not where you think. The entire process gets kicked off in your brain. It's run by something called the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, or the HPG axis for short. Just think of it like the body's command center for the menstrual cycle. It's what sends out all the hormonal signals to get the show on the road. It's this super sophisticated communication system, not just some random annoying thing that happens.
So this command center in your brain, it directs a cycle that we can basically break down into two main phases. First up, you've got the follicular phase. This is when follicles in the ovaries are developing and they start pumping out estrogen. Then, that's followed by the luteal phase. This is where something called the corpus luteum shows up and starts making progesterone. It's like this predictable, kind of beautiful hormonal dance.
Now, let's talk about those hormones for a second, because this is where so many myths get started. And this is a huge one, so listen up. Hormones are not a binary. This whole idea that estrogen is the female hormone and testosterone is the male hormone, it is just flat out scientifically wrong. The truth is, both ovaries and testicles produce both estrogens and androgens. It's not an either-or situation at all, it's a spectrum. And getting that is so key to moving past these really outdated, rigid ideas about biology.
And this is why all of this science matters so much. This isn't just cool trivia, Understanding this stuff is absolutely crucial. It's the key to being able to advocate for your own health, especially when you're sitting in a doctor's office, just trying to get someone to listen and give you answers.
So what happens when those answers just don't come? That brings us to a really critical part of this story. What happens when your pain is ignored? And the medical system, well, when it fails you? 7 years. I just want you to let that number sink in for a second. 7 years. According to the research that Dr. Gunter points to, that is the average time it takes for a person suffering with endometriosis to finally get a diagnosis. Can you imagine? 7 years of pain, of confusion, of being dismissed. And look, this is not some rare, obscure condition. Endometriosis affects about 10% of women. That's a staggering 190 million people around the globe. But it's also a really powerful example of a much bigger problem. Because for so many other conditions, think PCOS, fibroids, PMDD, the pattern is just eerily the same. You see multiple doctors and your very real, debilitating pain gets brushed aside as, just part of being a woman.
So you have to ask, why? Why the massive delay? Well, this chart tells a huge part of the story. In 2022, the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, had a total budget of over $41 billion. So how much of that do you think went to endometriosis research? Just 16 million. It's not even a rounding error. It's 0.038%. It's a tiny fraction. And this kind of funding gap isn't a one-off. Research into conditions that primarily affect people who menstruate has been systemically, historically underfunded. And that has a direct, devastating impact on millions of lives.
Dr. Gunter just captures this frustration so perfectly with this quote. When patients are told their absolutely debilitating pain is just, that's the price of being a woman, it's not just dismissive, it's destructive. And she even writes, I threw up a little in my mouth writing that. And that visceral gut reaction,
Yeah, that's a feeling a lot of people will instantly recognize.
Okay, so how on earth do you fight back against a system that dismisses your pain like that? Well, that's where we're going next. And this, my friends, is the most empowering part of the whole story. Learning how to use knowledge to take back control of your own health. Really, the central argument of Dr. Gunter's entire book can be boiled down to this. Your number one absolute best defense against a dismissive medical system, against that tidal wave of misinformation you see online, it's knowledge. Simple as that. It's your shield. It's your sword.
And to use that sword effectively, you have to know your enemy. And a big part of that enemy is how misinformation spreads. It thrives because of the sneaky little cognitive bias called the illusory truth effect. Here's how it works. The more you hear something, whether it's true or not, the more your brain starts to believe it's true. This is literally the engine that drives all those health myths on social media. It makes total lies feel like facts just through sheer repetition.
So, how do we fight back against that? Well, Dr. Gunter gives us a really clear toolkit. First, be intentional with your social media. Curate that feed. Unfollow the so-called wellness gurus who are just trying to sell you something. Second, fact-check the health claims you see. And this one is so important. Understand that you are the expert on your body. Keep a detailed journal of your symptoms, dates, pain levels, what makes it better, what makes it worse. That data is your power. And finally, you got to actively seek out evidence-based information. Build your own library of facts.
Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to this powerful idea. You can't be an informed patient and make an empowered choice without accurate information. I mean, that's the absolute foundation of autonomy, right? Without the real facts, you can't truly give informed consent. You can't partner with your doctor to make the best decisions for your own body. Which, of course, leaves us with one last big question. Throughout this explainer, we've gone through the science, we've laid out the facts from Dr. Gunter's book. All of that knowledge, all of that power is now in your hands. So the only question that's left is, what are you going to do with it?